Congo Basin, where rivers weave through jungles untouched by time. Locals speak of a creature that does not belong to our age. They call it Mokele-Mbembe, a name whispered with reverence and fear, one said to mean the one who stops the flow of rivers. It is a story older than maps, older than the explorers who came chasing ivory or glory or God, and it begins deep in the swamps of Likuwala. The first outsiders to hear the name were missionaries French and Belgian. Their journals describe a creature unlike any known to science. Not a crocodile, not a hippo, but something far larger with a long neck, a tail like a whip, and skin said to shimmer beneath moonlight like wet stone. When shown illustrations of prehistoric animals, the villagers pointed without hesitation to the brontosaurus. Through the early 1900s, expeditions ventured into the Congo's heart, each seeking proof of this living relic. But the jungle keeps its secrets. One by one, they returned with stories, footprints in the mud the size of dinner plates, a single overturned canoe, and the echo of something vast moving through black water. In 1913, a German explorer named Ludwig von Stein recorded what might be the first Western eyewitness account. He described a monstrous beast rising from the swamp, its body smooth and gray-brown, like an elephant's, and its size immense enough to shake the trees. He claimed it killed hippos out of territorial rage, not to eat, but to eliminate. For a moment, you can almost hear the water thunder, feel the vibration through the roots beneath your feet. By the mid-20th century, the legend of Mokele-Mbembe had escaped the jungle and entered the halls of Western science and obsession. In 1972, biologist Roy Mackal of the University of Chicago launched a full-scale scientific expedition. He truly believed, that the creature could be a surviving sauropod, a ghost of the Cretaceous, hidden by the rainforest's veil. His team found enormous tracks, three-clawed impressions deep in the mud of Lake Tele. They heard the locals' warnings. Do not follow it. It is not an animal. It is a spirit that punishes the curious. Other explorers followed Herman Registers in 1981, James Powell, and John Grevin in 1976. Even cryptozoologist Bill Gibbons in the 1990s. Each claimed encounters distant roars, shadows, disturbances in the water, but never the proof they sought. A few brought photographs, ripples, shapes, silhouettes too ambiguous to confirm. Science dismissed it as myth, but the locals never did. In the villages of Likuwala, elders still draw its outline in the sand. They tell of nights when fishermen vanish without a sound, of trees that sway though there is no wind, of water that rises without reason to cover the banks. They say Mokele-Mbembe is not an animal, but a guardian, a protector of sacred waters that humans were never meant to enter. Some modern researchers think the myth hides an ancient truth, a cultural memory of creatures that once roamed the earth. Others believe it's an allegory, a story warning against greed, against intrusion, against the hubris of explorers who refuse to listen. But there are those still today who travel the Congo's tributaries with sonar and cameras, hoping for one glimpse beneath the surface. And sometimes, just sometimes, the sensors record something moving, large, deliberate, and unlike any known species. If Mokele-Mbembe exists, it would be the greatest discovery in modern zoology, proof that the past still walks among us. If it doesn't, then perhaps it's something even greater, a living myth, a symbol that reminds us how small we still are in a world far older than our science. So if you ever stand by the Congo's dark waters and feel the river pause, the air still, and the sound of something immense stirring below, you'll understand why the locals lower their voices and why they still whisper Mokele